We take the lead.
We enjoin you to be one of us.
We are one. We hold our hands together.
We face each other. We answer your needs. We do it all for you.
We want what is best for you. We consider things.
We make them happen.
We cross our fingers. We believe.
We fight.
We are ready.
We deliver.
We are on. Panglao District is ready to serve.
This 2020, life has never been easy. The education of the learners is put to a tough test. What will happen when education continues amidst this COVID-19 pandemic?
Being one of the educational leaders in the District of Bohol, upon knowing about the pandemic, nakulat ko na hadyo isundan kini sa dakong kabalakan kung sa ang may tabok sa mga kabataan labi na sa tuig litungan 2020-2021. Tuig man hangtod kanus akat hindi sinapit sa tanang mga adlaw.
Balik eskwela na sa August 24 ang mga estudyante sa elementary at high school ayon sa Department of Education. Pero kailangan bang physical nang pumasok sa may eskwelahan ang mga bata?
Education Secretary Leonor Briones said classes will proceed as approved. DepEd also denies reports that face-to-face classes will be allowed in some areas.
Until the COVID-19 vaccine is available, I will not allow the traditional face-to-face teaching or learning unless the risk of exposure to the sickness are eliminated. I cannot and will not put to rest the health and lives of our students and teachers.
Sigon sa resulta sa Learners Development Survey Form, ang dokumento nga gigamit sa mga ginikanan sa panahon sila nagpa-enroll sa ilang mga anak, ang migawas o may patigbabaw nga resulta sa pagpili sa learning modality o modular distance learning. Doon na kinipipaka pamaagi ang digital o printed. Apan pipila lang ang gigamit o ipili sa digital tungkol sa problema sa internet connection upang mapanood ng gadget. Mao nga ang ipili sa mga ginikanan mao ang printed modular distance learning. Mao kini ang atong gamiton ni new normal.
The Department of Education, in its answer to this call for the continuity of learning, makes an orchestrated action towards the new normal. Education of learners has to go on. With all of this development, the school administrators in Panglao District are ready to plan and execute measures for the delivery of the modular distance learning.
Tungod sa atong choosing modality, aduna kitay gisulod nga mga pamaagi. Tulo ka stages. Una ang preparation stage, ikaduha ang distribution stage, o ang ikatulo mao ang retrieval stage.
First, enrollment was done through online and through coordination with the barangay captains, asking their support in allowing schools to leave enrollment forms for parents to access and providing drop boxes where they can return the filled-in forms. Teachers generated the list of enrolled students for each barangay. Since there were many enrollees, sectioning was done next. Through generated information of the learners, each school reached out to parents of the learners by posting on the school's Facebook page and sending communication letters to the parents for the simulation activities.
Ang pag-enroll sa mga bata sa atong pamumuhaan pinagi sa atong Learners Enrollment Survey Form, ihatag kini sa atong barangay hall sa mga protocol ang mga ginikanan atong makuha sa mga forma sa pag-enroll sa atong mga kabataan.
Ang tanang learning resources nga magamit sa mga magtutudlo sa paggama o paghimo og learning materials amo nang gihatag sa mga matutudlo sama pa ng lead sa printers, ink, bond papers o uban pa. Kunya ang mga learning materials gikan na kana sa learning portal sa division office, unya gi-contextualize na sa mga education program supervisor, unya ilang gi-download sa tagsa-tagsa ka mga magtutudlo sa tagsa-tagsa ka mga tutudlo.
The preparation was challenging yet systematic. It all started with the collection of the ready-made learning activity sheets of the teachers. These were submitted to the principal, then to the reprographer for printing. The grade level teams gathered the printed learning activity sheets, distributed them to each grade level headquarters. Next, segregation of the learning activity sheets by subject was done. Teachers were tasked to prepare the folders by color code. They put the names and the address of the barangay where these learners were coming from. Filling the folders with the arranged learning activity sheets followed. Right after, the folders were classified by barangay. Members of the grade level prepared boxes where these folders were placed. The teams brought the boxes to the designated barangay station in selected classrooms of the school where the barangay team leaders received them and prepared them for distribution. The barangay focal teachers brought the folders to each station in each barangay of Panglao, Dawis, and even Tagbilaran.
Sa panahon sa ato ang Andrea, naobserbahan nako mga safety protocols o safety measures mo nga himo sa mga magulang. Ang mga social distancing, ang kausap ng mga himo nga pagpatunaw, usap ang pag-atag o mga instructions nga unta, ang mga pinikana nato, ilag yung himuon ang mga safety measures aron paglikay sa COVID-19. Mauna nga akong naobserbahan ko na ato yung gitugot ng ipatuman ang maong program.
In all of this, safety measures were followed. The school provided alcohol, foot bath, and pens to each barangay station. There in each barangay station, parents claimed the folder of the respective child. Protocol was always observed like disinfecting through the foot bath, using alcohol for the hands, making sure social distancing is followed, and providing barriers to avoid close contact. Given a specific day for retrieval, the parents returned the folders to the focal teacher who gathered the learning activity sheets and brought them to school and deposited those inside the barangay station in school where the grade level teams got them and brought them back to the grade level headquarters for segregation per subject teacher. Segregated answered learning activity sheets were placed in containers labeled with a teacher's name. The subject teachers got the learning activity sheets of the respective subject for checking.
Sa gihimo nga dry run simulation on the modular distance learning modality, nagiyahan ang mga ginikanan kung unsa ang ilang buhaton from the distribution phase up to the retrieval phase. Kay sila man ang co-facilitators sa edukasyon sa ilang mga anak. Among nakita ang ilang dakong kasibot, suporta, o pakig-alayon sa bagong sistema sa edukasyon.
It was diligently and religiously done by the teachers. The scores of the learners were recorded by the teachers para mahibawan sa mga maestra kung unsa ang capability sa mga bata o asa sila na belong, asa sila na categorize. Then ato mahibawan kung kinsa nga bata ang independent o kinsa nga bata ang nagkinahanglan og intervention para ma-apply nato ang differentiated instruction.
About the process of the distance learning modality gigamit especially sa District of High School. Nay mga parents nga nag-ingon nga okay ra kaayo ang process, pero naa sa nag-ingon nga naglisod yun ang ilang mga bata labi na sa parts sa mathematics. Kay naay mga part dito nga murag lisod para sa mga bata.
Usa sa mga feedback nga atong nadawat gikan sa mga ginikanan ug sa atong mga estudyante nga naglisod sila sa math. So tungod ni ana nagkinahanglan gyud sila og enhancement activities. So usa sa mga option nga ato ang nakita ug atong giplano ang paghatag kanila og mga videos na binaagi sa flash drive o sa ato pag-share kanila sa ilahang cellphone. So pinaagi ni ana kahibalo kita nga ang mga bata madiskusan sa mga problems or sa mga formula sa math na diin naglisod sila.
Hello, mayong adlaw. Pwede na ako mahibawan imong pangalan?
Regina.
Kanus araman ka gihatagan og puan kanang learning activities dugay ra? O mga kanus ka John? Sige. Unya, unsa may imuhang feelings, unsa may imuhang gibati pag kadawat nimo sa kadtong imuhang modules nga imong suwatan?
Dito og sulat.
Nalipay ka na wa ka magbuol. Unsa may imuhang gibati?
Nalipay.
Nalipay ka kay?
Kay kuan ko kanang smile.
Okay. Unya, kinsa may naghatag sa modules nimo? Teacher Berna. Unya, kanang unsa may gibuhat nimo sa imuhang modules?
Ako nagisulat sa kapatudlo ko ni akong daddy.
Okay. Kinsa pay laing nagtudlo nimo?
Si daddy lang, si kuya.
Ganahan ka sa modules nga gihatag sa imong teacher?
Ganahan sa leyon.
Okay. Sige. So, karon nga school year, wala man tay face to face. So, okay ra ka nga module ra gihapon ihatag ni teacher nimo.
Ganahan ko module paghapon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Kasi kayo ang module. Excited, malipayon kay nakadawat ko module. Kay akong maestra kay akong mama. Dili sad ko usay kung dili ko usay makasabot. Pwede makasabot ra gyapon ko kay di ko maawa mga utana so iya gyapon balik-balikon ug istorya tud makasabot ko. Hindi ko man namugtuon. Iya magkuha na may mag-answer. Sudlayo ko sa COVID-19. Dili sa masakit.
Akong gibuhat kay akong gi-connect ang previous nga topic sa second aron masok ang maong problem.
Isip guardian sir unsa imong gikatabang nila?
Isip guardian ako lang sila gi-guide pero sa magpangutan-anay lang sila sa iyang mga igsuon na sayang igsuon magdinabangay sa duha.
Ni Ami from Lourdes National High School, gusto lang tana mo madungog og unsay feedback ninyo sa pagpanghatag bitaw sa learning activity sheets katong gihimo nga dry run og simulation. Kumusta to, ma'am?
Okay ra to na mo. Tagkuha.
Kumusta man ang pag-answer or pagtubag sa bata? Naka-answer ba?
Naka-answer po siya rin kung napoy mga kuan, napoy mga lisod-lisod iya nga po i-refer sa ahead pa niya. Mga tanan kami.
So, unsa may imuhang gikatabang pod sa imong bata?
Kung unsa iya ipangutana sa ako nga kanang kung napod ko na sabtan mo ka pero ko i-share sa iya.
Daghang kayong salamat, madam ha.
Kaya sa mga ubay-ubay nila ang wala din kapasar. Though simple lang ta ang activity, igo lang mag-illustrate sa quadratic equation o mag-identify sa iyang mga terms. So nakita na ho nga galisod jud sila sa pag-answer. Unsa nakaha o mag-solve na.
Math is one of the difficult subjects that students are murmuring every now and then. Now that we are in the new normal, we math teachers encounter different challenges, one of which is on mathematical terms. A term may mean different in English and in math. Thorough reading and comprehension is highly required for them to answer fully the exercises. Another one is on topics which need recall. Math subject in K-12 is spiral. Some topics need knowledge of the previous lesson, which are already taught on the lower grade level. So we teachers really have difficult time on that. And the last one is on feedbacking. It is very hard to give them feedback why their answers are wrong or correct. It is also hard to remediate the students who did not get it at all. So those are the challenges that we really encounter in the new normal setting. To cater these challenges, we plan to make offline instructional videos to support learning in mathematics.
Diining yung set-up na to sa gitawag na new normal na paghatod to kalidad na edukasyon sa atong mga kabataan na sinati sa atong mga matutudlo ang challenges. Ilabi na yun ang funding sa pag-amahan ni printed learning materials na ipanghatag sa atong mga kabataan. Bisan pa nga ang focus sa atong MOOE or din ang pagpalit ni ini mga printing materials na gikinahanglan sa atong mga matutudlo. Mao nga atong ipalawman ang atong partnership sa atong mga stakeholders na sa kanunay walay paglubad nga nagpaluyo sa mga kalihukan sa atong eskwelahan para sa maayong kaugmaon sa atong mga kabataan.
Ikinahanglan pag-ayo ang mga gadgets o internet connectivity para mapadayon ang pagkakaton sa atong mga tinunan pinaagi sa online class. Samtang ginadili pa karon ang paghimo o face-to-face class. Pinaagi sa online class, mapadayon ang pag-ambitay o maayong hunahuna sa mga tinunan o magtutudlo para makapot ang dekalidad na edukasyon.
Ang mga katungdanan sa mga ginikanan o mga guardians, sila nagsilbing mga kaapag o katabayayong sa mga magtutudlo sa paghatag o mga insaktong leksyon o mga pagtulunan sa mga bata. Sa ilang tagsa-tagsa kapanimalay, ang mga ginikanan o mga guardian pwede nitong maisip na usa ka tinuod nga magtutudlo o bisan gani tinuod nga supervisor ngadto sa ilang mga bata ilabi na ining panahon sa pandemya.
Ang mga ginikanan sa kanunay nag-abag ug nagiya sa atong mga kabataan sa pag-answer sa mga modules ug activity sheets o sila ning awhag sa katawhan sa pag-ampok kanunay ang mawa kining virus.
Maayong hapon Panglao, maayong hapon Bohol. As parent, as I see it, my overview is our prime responsibility is the health, security, and welfare of our children. And among nakita nga ang face-to-face classes is very delicate for our children. So that is why we embrace the modular learning or distance learning. Kay among nakita nga usa kini ka solusyon o pamaagi nga mapadayon ang edukasyon sa among mga kabataan. So as parent, I know that this is a big challenge for us, ilabi na sa among kakayahan sa pagtudlo sa among mga kabataan. Kay dili gyud nato ikalimod nga dili tanang ginikanan adunay kakayahan sa pagtudlo sa atong mga kabataan. And through modular learning, usa-usad kini ka pamaagi nga diin ang kaming mga ginikanan ug among mga anak aduna kami mga nindot og special bond together, especially the time nga magklase mi, magtuon mi sa ilang mga modules, may answer mi. So nindot pud kaayo na nga time para namo as a family. Unya, as a PT president of this District of Panglao, I will use my voice and influence to encourage other parents to support the distance learning of our children. So we will find ways, we will try to find any available financials that we can help, especially sa ilahang mga modules nga diin mugastog yun ang ato ang education sector, ato mga teachers, ang DepEd. So kung unsa ang amo ang matabang or any ways nga pwede namong makontribute sa DepEd among pagabuhaton. And we will also encourage any organization to help us in this distance learning. So ang amo lang pong hangyo is ang atong mga magtutudlo, ang ilahang proper guidance, ang ilahang proper supervision and proper instructions kanunay available so that we can give the quality education for our children at this new normal. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I would like to extend our gratitude to the Department of Education, giving this opportunity to share and to convey the programs, projects, and activities done by the Sanggunian of Bayan of Panglao to the programs, projects, and activities also being done by the Department of Education, especially in the District of Panglao. At present, we are in the new normal, but the Sangguniang Bayan of Panglao is again deeply committed to continue its support to programs, projects, and activities that will be implemented in the future. I would like to mention first on the academics and the non-academics support, like the Sangguniang Bayan is crafting an ordinance sponsoring local scholarship to the deserving students of this municipality who wish to continue their endeavor in the fields of academics. And we have the existing municipal ordinance on that. And we have also another program sponsoring scholarships. And we tap that funding coming from the proceeds of the Alay Lakad. And on the non-academic support, like for instance on the aspect on health, the Sangguniang Bayan of Panglao is trying to find linkage to private corporations through the intercession of the Office of the Vice President on its program on Angat Buhay. Like we were able to tap funding support coming from the Jollibee group of companies that support the feeding program being implemented by the primary and the secondary level. We have an existing with Lourdes National High School, and we have also legislations that grant financial incentives, not that much, but the primary purpose is to recognize the achievement being done by the learners of Panglao. So we have on that in order for them to strive more in their endeavor. So these are some of the legislative measures being enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan, and we are still continuing to research for more on what avenue and in what aspect that we can continue to extend support, because we believe in the Sangguniang Bayan of Panglao that education is very important, and education is not solely on the shoulder of the Department of Education, but education is a concern for all of us. We believe that to educate a child needs the support of the entire village. So with that, again, thank you for this opportunity, and we would like to give this assurance to the Department of Education that the local government unit of Panglao, especially from the Sangguniang Bayan and the legislative house of the municipality, is always concerned and is always looking forward that legislations for support, not just on the financial but in all other aspects, will always be expected coming from our end. Thank you.
A pleasant day to our DepEd family here in Panglao, headed by the very dynamic Dr. Cesaria Yekyek. One of the marching orders and part of my administration's mantra is educational program. During the meeting with the members of the Municipal School Board recently, I fully support the plan to allocate 1.7 million pesos, more or less, budget for the needs of our educational system. This money is intended solely to support our educator, to facilitate the delivery of educational materials in these trying times when there are a lot of limitations. It is incumbent upon me to promote education to our children, as this will train our learners to be better persons in their pursuit of achieving their respective dreams. With the advent of disallowing the conduct of face-to-face method of learning, there is a need to establish a fully grounded educational infrastructure to facilitate the production of educational modules. I support the plan to procure laptops or desktops to distribute to our 14 public schools in the municipality of Panglao. Risograph, which is photocopying machine, is part of the list to be acquired to print voluminous modules for our learners. And finally, computer printers to print downloaded materials. My administration promises to partner with our educational frontliners in their quest for better knowledge and wisdom to all our learners. I fully support, and I promised as your mayor, education is our top priority. Thank you very much.
The same process runs during the next distribution and retrieval cycle. With all these processes, surely it is not easy for teachers to do those things. They were caught up by time, tested on speed, produced sweats. Most of all, they were measured how much they loved the learners by doing this Herculean task, working beyond hours just to make the delivery of learning possible.
Sa panahon karon, debate ko o kabalaka tungod kay ang mga kabataan naanad na sila nga mugawas gyud gikan sa ilang panimalay o mutungha ug sa eskwelahan. Apan sa pagkakaroon, silang mga kabataan nako dili na pwedeng mugawas pero nagpadayon ang edukasyon. Tungod niini, ang mga magtutudlo, mga ginikanan o ang mga nagdumala sa edukasyon, nagtabayayong, nagkahiusa, pinaagi sa DepEd order. Ingon man ang atong DILG, diin naghahatag og order para ang mga katauhan makita ang kahiusahan o kahapsay nining gitawag na new normal. So sa atong edukasyon, bisan sa kalisod karon, nagpadayon gihapon tungod kay guided kita sa mga DepEd orders. Sa mga trainings nga nahimo na, like learning delivery modality o ang atong LMS, diin ang mga magtutudlo o ang mga administrators nahibalo o unsay buhaton alang sa atong mga kabataan.
Amidst these trying times, school administrators and teachers made this possible as they were guided by the Department of Education. Collaborative efforts were evident. Parents supported their children. The learners took part in what is expected of them. Learning continuity is delivered. For in education, whatever learners are shaped for, they will become.
We make things happen.
When we believe, we can.
We are brothers and sisters in the Kimchi ministry. Let us hold hands together as one family. In this pandemic time, we should be one amidst our struggles. One Panglao DepEd family. We are here, the DepEd family of Panglao, to celebrate together as one from the different schools we come, to share the spirit of oneness, to giving and receiving in love. We are brothers and sisters in the Kimchi ministry. Let us hold hands together as one